Hey, what's up everybody? Got something really cool to show you guys here. Scored. Title says, obviously. Got myself a box Mac Mini. Story on this thing, man. I've had a couple dentist appointments recently. Obviously my teeth are fucked up and I've been trying to get them fixed, so had appointments, and the one was just to get them cleaned, so I felt fine afterwards. They didn't numb me or anything like that, so I wasn't all fucked up when I left. So I decided I'll go to the store and run some errands, and just so happened to be in an area that I was familiar with where the dentist was, and guess what? Saw some yard sales for the first time in quite a while. So I was like, hell yeah, man, I'll stop. I haven't found anything good at yard sales in a while, but hey, I had time, so might as well. Got to looking. It was a vendor that I already knew. Not a vendor, but somebody I already knew, because I knew their family from years ago. And got to looking around and saw some boxes, just some cardboard boxes sitting along, and this was one of them. Saw the side of it. That was what gave it away for me, was that iLife logo. I saw that and I was like, that looks familiar, man, because I've got the CD for this. I showed this in a vid a couple years ago. I got the CD for iLife. And I saw that and it was like, wait a second. Then I got closer and my eyes lit up and it was like, yeah, it's a Mac Mini. This is the original Mac Mini. So, it's got the handle on it. Hasn't ripped yet. So the handle's nice and sturdy, which is good. So the way you can tell it's an original Mac Mini, you can probably find pictures online. I don't have any newer Mac Mini boxes, but the Intel Mac Minis, the text is all black and it's on top, and the Mini's on the bottom and it's a bit smaller. I think the box itself is a little different design, but then it has different stuff. And then later on they completely changed the shape of the box and got rid of the handle, so. Say box is okay condition. This was definitely in somebody's garage for a while. I could tell. Unfortunately, man, it's just too goddamn bright, but side again just shows some things that they advertise, like the iLife software. And on this side it's just Apple logo. On the back, still has the original tape on it. It was cut because this was a used computer. Not much, but it was. Bottom serial number, I'll try to cover that up, but it's got all the info on it. And then the back just shows it just shows all the info there, and you can see that it is indeed a G4. It even says right there, powerful G4 processor. So there you go. In terms of contents, open it up here. Shit, let me put it down first. Don't want to damage it. Here. It's a little bit deformed. I can try to reform it like I did with my Civ 3 box, but I'm not sure if I'll bother on this guy. So, I'll just go from the top here because it's all boxed in here still. Got myself original own user's guide, brand new. Can't see it for shit. Looks like it has some pen markings on it though, but other than that, it's brand new. Got the Mac OS X install disk for it. This is the original disk for version 10.3.7 Panther. So that shows you right away this is the very first Mac Mini from January of 2005. Same time as my PowerBook, which I'm hoping that disk will work on my PowerBook. Software license agreement, product registration, all the paperwork's here, warranty, and lastly, software coupon. Can't see it for shit. Then it came with a little bit of other stuff too. Apparently this was just thrown in here at some point over the years because there's hair from my freaking room. Got some other random CDs and stuff with it. Here's a wireless mouse and keyboard software from 2004 for the very first ever Apple wireless mouse and keyboard. I have the wired version of both of them, but never got the wireless ones. So. Then got the software. This is still sealed. It's brand new, never touched. You can see that it's all yellowed away, but it's still on there, and it's still in the sleeve. But this is Airport Extreme software installation for like router or whatever. Or that might actually be the card itself. But then there's a user's guide for that wireless mouse and keyboard. Or wireless keyboard rather, but it's, again, all of it's brand new. So, the styrofoam's starting to fall apart a little bit due to age. Got an 85 watt power adapter for it. Not going to show that too much, but this is the worst condition item out of all of them, and I'll get into why here. And then the Mac Mini itself, which is of course what you want to see. Let's wipe off the styrofoam bits. So here it is. Great shape. It doesn't show, but it's in great shape. It hasn't yellowed on the top. That's a really common problem. Look up Mac Minis on eBay for G4 or 2005 or whatever. All the tops are yellowed really bad. This is still white like it's brand new, which is really nice looking. It hasn't ripped in there. Mine is ripped along that whole way due to the fact that it's just a cheap material and it separates over time. So. And aluminum's in great shape, no dents, no dings, nothing, man. Awesome condition. A little bit of dust on here because this was out of its box for a long time apparently. But yeah, you can see the modem port's not covered, which some of the later ones had a covered modem port. So, and the bottom isn't in the best shape, but at least the top looks good and the front looks good, so for display, that's fine. But I'm probably going to keep this in its box, to be honest, because I don't want it to discolor. Because it's kind of rare to find one of these in this good condition now. So, it is like brand new. For specs on it, it's a... This one doesn't list the specs on it, but it's the very base model. It says 2005 on it. It's got specs on the box, though, so I'm just going to throw this away. But... yeah, and you can also again tell that it's not an Intel because it doesn't have the IR sensor there. So, cool, man. I'll tell you what I paid for it here. Which, mind blowing. I had a hard time getting this back in the box, so I'll probably have a hard time again. Ah, fuck it, man. I'll deal with it later. Just to get the vid done quicker, because you don't want to watch me do that. So anyway, story about this guy. Apparently, she had bought it for her niece back when they were brand new, like at the actual Apple store in Pittsburgh. Or maybe it wasn't Pittsburgh. It might have been in Ohio, actually. I don't remember what she said, but I don't know if they even had the one in Pittsburgh at the time. But that was her niece's computer, and apparently it was her first Mac, and she decided pretty quickly after that to buy a laptop, which I don't know if it was like an iBook or a PowerBook or whatever, but then that computer just sat there forever. They didn't use it because they didn't apparently like the Mac operating system very much, other than the niece who wanted the laptop instead. So the thing just sat there, but it sat out is the problem. It didn't sit in the box until sometime later when they boxed it up again and just sat in the garage for a while. So it was a little bit dusty. At first I did have to wipe it down, but say wherever they were keeping it, it didn't get that UV or flame retardant stuff, didn't get all discolored. So still looks awesome, which is just great. It's really hard to find these in this good a condition. And price I paid for it, $25, which I would say that's a score because it's boxed and it has all this extra stuff with it. Those discs alone would go for like $15. The Mac Mini itself probably goes for a couple $100s now. They are getting insanely expensive for a tested one that's confirmed to work. Extremely expensive. They go for hundreds. You can look on eBay. They're a little bit cheaper in Europe, but I don't have access to that market, so I can't do anything about that. But good deal overall. I have heard people getting them cheaper than that fairly recently, but I wasn't going to try to negotiate on the price. I just grabbed it. So, in terms of other stuff, I did look around the whole yard sale, and just a lot of junk. Just stuff that was apparently just family items that they didn't really need anymore. So nothing that interested me. No video games, no other computer equipment. Apparently that wireless mouse and keyboard was taken when the laptop was purchased because they weren't with it. If they were with it, that would have been nice. But they weren't. So, in terms of specs as well, I will say those real quick. 1.25 gigahertz G4, 512 megabytes of RAM, 40 gigabyte hard drive, combo drive, Bluetooth, and AirPort, 56K modem. So this actually was an upgraded configuration. So maybe they didn't buy it on an Apple Store actually, because this might have been purchased online. But I don't know what configurations of it they sold in the store back in 2005. So can't say, but cool, cool score, man. Speaking of Mac stuff, man, just want to say, I don't know when my next video is going to be again, but hopefully it's going to be fairly soon. And I'll just show it now, 'cause why not? This guy. This is going to be the next video. I want to spend a little bit more time on it, though. Since it's a full-fledged desktop tower, I'm going to upgrade it some more, add my own parts to it, and that way it will run games better. I know my chair's really squeaky, but whatever. So that way it'll run games much better, just everything. I'll probably put a DVD drive in it and maybe some more USB ports, because it has old USB 1 ports, which are horribly slow. So I think I'm going to upgrade that guy a little bit, and then do a vid on it, but that was a big score too. I'll talk about that more in the video though, but that will hopefully be the next video, unless something random comes out in between now and then. Not getting much else in the way of pickups. I've gotten a few obscure things, but there probably won't be a November pickups video. It could be after Christmas that I do my next full-on pickups vid, but hopefully the vid on that tower will come sooner than that. So, hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you guys are getting a couple of my collector buddies. Hopefully you're able to get out and get some cool stuff like this. I know my friend got a Mac Mini, a newer one, at a, I don't know if he got it at a thrift store or what, but he got one a couple months ago for a good price, and I'm still looking for one of the newer ones too, so hopefully I'll run into one. I don't see much computer stuff around here, so this was a pretty cool score. So, catch you guys later.